For our correction, starting with Hyung, you said something. You said, starting with drunk a lot, drank a lot or drunk. AI has not owned physical machines. We have not manifested AI as a machine yet. Manifest is to like create. So we have not manifested AI as a machine yet. When you were talking about that, most of AI is a software, right? You said in routine life, I usually mistake something. And then you also said, and you need AI to kind of analyze your routine. In my daily routines, I make mistakes, and I would want AI to anticipate my needs. Yeah. And then you said this issues has a lot of problem. There are a lot of flaws in it. Soon. You said I wake up at every alarms. Each alarm wakes me up. I think that's possible. I think we're approaching this. You said actually, the reason why I mentioned that was because we say possible too often. So I'm just giving you a different option, a different suggestion. I think we're approaching that. So it's a little bit like love each other. It feels more intimate. Intimate is kind of like you have a very close shared feeling with someone. It feels really sorry for them. I feel pity, or I pity them. Yeah, pity them. In my imagination, if I have a robot, I imagine that if I had a robot. We actually often say this a lot. I imagine this situation. We say this very often, yeah. I think it needs to, Korea, when we were talking about the basic universal income, I think Korea should implement it. Implement, yeah. IMPLEMENT. They should pass this as a regulation. They should implement it. Yang, you said even if I go too early, even if I go to bed early, I think is what you meant to say. It was just kind of incomplete. It can help me do many things like I don't want to do. It can help me with some tedious chores or tedious tasks. Tedious means like something that's just, it takes a lot of time and effort and detail. Tedious. 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 Cleaning at home is very tedious. And then you said, I think you were saying ability of human will become lower, will become over dependent on technology. This is when you were talking about losing our dignity, which I think was a great way of expressing it, actually. We will lose our dignity. And in that process, we will lose some of our abilities, or we will become overly dependent on technology. Misan, in the morning my body is very heavy. Do you know what the word dragging? Drag. D-R-A-G. So like we often say, yeah. In the morning I'm dragging myself out of bed. I drag myself out of bed, yeah. Otherwise I arrive at my office very late. Otherwise I get to work late. It's a kind of big social problem. There's not really that much wrong with saying that, but the word problem, we actually say this a lot. It's a kind of big problem, like too much. We say that too much. So first of all, saying kind of is not very clear, and it's not a very effective thing to say. And then a big problem gets overused too much. So take out kind of, and we can say we are afflicted by these social barriers. And this is when we're talking about like all the different social problems in our society here in Korea. So instead of it's kind of a big social problem, we are afflicted by social barriers here. And then last you said there is many happenings. This also gets overused and is incorrect. A lot of things happened. Yeah. And that's it. Thank you.